I want to talk to you about this because Southern California Edison has filed paperwork on both the Eaton fires and the Hearst fire. Now, the Eaton fire, according to the documentation that Southern California Edison filed, they have filed it because they say that Southern California Edison has been sent preservation notices from legal counsel representing insurance companies in connection with the fire. That is what has prompted them to do this because, according to the insurance companies, Southern California Edison may have played a role. Southern California Edison, in this same legal filing, says they do not believe that their equipment started the Eaton fire. They do not believe, they have not been contacted by any fire agencies to preserve any of their equipment in connection with the investigation of the Eaton fire. And according to Southern California Edison, they say their transmission lines were actually shut off more than an hour before the Eaton fire started. They say that the first anomalies in their equipment weren't noticed until an hour after the fire started, saying that they did not detect anything out of the ordinary on their equipment at the time or even up to an hour after the ignition point of the fire. Now, here's where things are different, though, because the Hearst fire, remember the Hearst fire? It's such a blip in our minds now because of what's gone on this week, but this also started on Tuesday, and it was a much smaller footprint, but it did force evacuations on both north of the 210 and both east and west of the 5 freeway. So there was a significant number of people that were evacuated because of this. Now, Southern California Edison has also submitted paperwork on this fire, saying in this situation, preliminary information suggests that one of their circuits did experience what is called a relay. That is layman's terms, that's just an anomaly, something happened that is not normal on their circuit. They say that happened at 10:11 p.m. According to LAFD, they got the first calls of the fire at 10:30 p.m. So they say they are investigating. They also say a downed conductor was discovered at a tower associated with the same circuit that experienced that relay event just, at 10:11 p.m. just about 20 minutes before the start of the fire was reported to LAFD. Now, Edison is clear that they say they don't know whether that downed equipment happened as a result of the whatever anomaly it was, or if it happened after the fire. They say they are investigating that, and they are cooperating with the fire agencies that are also investigating that if SCE, Southern California Edison equipment, was involved in the ignition of the Hearst fire. So when it comes to the two fires, they are saying in the Eaton fire, they wholeheartedly do not believe their equipment was involved because they had turned off the power prior to the start of the Eaton fire. But in the Hearst fire, the one that burned off the 210 freeway in Sylmar, they say fire investigators are looking into whether Southern California Edison equipment did start that fire. So